Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play series for Civilization 6. We're going to be playing as Phoenicia today, as you guys can already see in the thumbnail, and hoping to mix things up a little bit with one of the game modes. I'll show you what that is here in just a moment, but I'm really looking forward to playing as Dido. We've played as her before. We won with her. I think we did a diplomacy victory with her once before. I'll have to go back and look at my history of videos. I think it was like 3 years ago, 2 years ago, something like that. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and jump right into this, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. All right, before I get into the settings of what we've got set up here, I do want to ask, please, since this is the first video of a brand new series, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment below, hit that little bell notification. I think I got those out of order. But just all the things that you would do to help support the channel. It really, really helps out a lot. I mean, I do put a lot into this channel as far as just the number of videos that I put up. And I also have a day job, and I've got multiple kids. So I have a very, very busy life. So it would be amazing if this channel started to grow a bit as time went on. But yeah, anything you can do to help support that would be amazing, and I would really appreciate it. So let's get right into this because I'm excited to play as Dido here. We're not going to choose any other random leaders or anything like that, or any other specific leaders, I should say. We're going to keep them random. Obviously, a deity difficulty. We are going to play as Archipelago because I want to try and take advantage of her, you know, kind of more naval-based kind of strength, so to speak. And then we're going to play with the Tech Civic shuffle mode turned on. Haven't played with this one before. Technically, you could really play this with anybody, but there's a few other civilizations I have in mind for some of these other game modes, and we've already played as Apocalypse, we've already played as Barbarians. Since I'm saving some of these other ones for a few specific civilizations when we get to them, I figured Tech and Civic shuffle mode seems like a good backup option here. So that's what we're going to have turned on. It's going to really change things up. I mean, we might get battleships in, you know, the dark or the what is it, the medieval age or something like that. You know, you never know. Of course, we might not have the oil to support them, so it's going to be interesting to see how this actually works out. Here is the game random seed and the map random seed if you want to play along. But without further ado, let's get right into this. And hopefully we can, I don't know, hopefully this will be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to, we haven't played as Dido for a while, and I actually remember her being pretty fun when we did play with her before.
Steps, you have come far. Now begins your greatest quest. From this early cradle of civilization on towards the stars. Queen Dido, mother of Carthage, all your life you faced great threats and overcame them through wit and cunning. Wherever waves break on the shore, there your city shall rise. The seas are your roads, the far horizon is your destiny and your refuge.
All right, there we go. So she's got some very unique abilities for sure. And I guess if you guys seen my previous playthrough with her, you'll already be pretty familiar with this, but we'll go ahead and go over them again. Her main one is a founder of Carthage. We can move the original capital to any city with a Cothon. Cothon being our harbor replacement. By completing a unique project in that city. We get +1 trade route capacity for each government plaza building. Okay, sorry. Let's start with that first one. Being able to move our capital means that we can take advantage of some things that rely on our capital being on a different continent. So, for example, if we have all of our cities on like our main continent, and then we move our capital to kind of some far-off place, then we could take, for example, advantage of some of those civic things that allow us to get boosts to like production and gold and things like that for all those cities that are not on that capital anymore, on that continent anymore, I should say. Now, the one thing I did see that does not work is the wonder that gives you a bonus if you're on a different continent. I think because it counts as your original continent for your city when you built that wonder. So that one doesn't work out, but if some of the other things do, it should work out. The only achievement that I saw besides just winning the game with her was move our capital 4 times to 4 different continents within the same game. Don't know if that'll actually happen. We'll keep that in mind, but it might be kind of a fun thing to try and work out if we can make that happen. The second part of this bonus, though, is that we get +1 trade route for each government plaza building and the government plaza district itself. So that's going to give us several trade routes which is going to be really, really nice. Obviously, give us lots of extra gold, production, things like that. So we'll definitely be taking advantage of that. And then plus 50% production towards districts in the city with the government plaza. So that really helps out, make it not a negative to put your government plaza down somewhere and take up one of your precious district slots. We are going to actually get a production bonus for those other districts further on. So really the only thing we have to worry about then is population at that point. Mediterranean colonies. Begin the game with the writing technology, Eureka, which is going to be interesting. I think the initial texts on the far left-hand side are set in stone. I don't think those change with the mix-up. I think it's just anything after that that changes with the mix-up. So we'll have to see how that works. Coastal cities founded by Phoenicia and located on the same continent as the Phoenician capital are 100% loyal. Again, really, really awesome thing where that I'm assuming this means that if we move our continent, I can't remember how it worked when we played it before. When we move our continent, if we have a whole bunch of cities on a separate continent that are starting to become disloyal, we can move our capital there and they suddenly become loyal again, right? So something to think about. Settlers gain +2 movement and +2 sight range while embarked, and I think they can embark right away. Settlers ignore additional movement costs from embarking and disembarking. I think they can embark pretty early on or right away from the start of the game, so we can actually use some settlers as some scouts early on if I remember correctly. Byreme, it's our unique ship unit. Probably won't be taking advantage of this for very long because it'll very quickly, I should say, be obsolete, but it replaces the galley, increased combat strength and movement, and then trader units are immune to being plundered if they're within 4 tiles of a byreme on a water tile. So we'll see if that needs to come into play or not. And then the big one probably, or one of the big ones, is Cothon. It's our unique harbor district, and we get production boost towards naval units and settlers in that city, which is awesome. So we're going to be building lots of settlers. She's going to be settling all over the place. And then all wounded naval units in the city's borders heal 100 HP each turn, like maxed out each turn. Which is pretty awesome. So I'm going to take advantage of her. Probably, we might be going for a domination victory again. I know we just did one, but the reason why this one might be a little bit different is because I want to be more of a ship-based domination victory, which we don't do a lot of. So we'll see how that fits. But let's see how our start looks. Very green, but also some rainforest, so some production thrown in there. There's riding boost already. Honestly, this is not terrible. We got spices right away. We got dyes right away. We got pearls right away. Bananas for some extra food down here. Obviously, the spices are also giving some extra. No, this is actually for an island for an island map where the land is not very big anyway. We're already on a river. We got next to a mountain. Actually, this is not a bad start at all. I don't know if we can see the edges yet. Nope, we cannot see north or south yet. No, I think this is actually fine. I could see the argument for settling on the stone, except we'd be away from the river. Now, if we move away from the river, we can then put, something next to the river later on. But I think I'm just going to settle in place. I think this is fine. All right, so let's check out some technology stuff. This is going to be interesting. We don't know things, right? That's the whole point of this shuffle, right? We don't know what any of this stuff is. Now, everybody else obviously is on the same shuffle map that we are. So if we get battleships 3 eras earlier, they do too. But they may not have gone towards them because of the way the inner workings kind of mix together. I mean, obviously we've got a leaf tech up here right away. A lot of these other ones mixed together, and then any other leaf techs that I can see? Not really. I think that's actually. Oh no, sorry. I thought I didn't see the dotted line there. I think this one's a leaf tech. I don't see a dotted line after this. So there's a few kind of extra leaf techs thrown around that. And by leaf tech, in case you don't know what I'm talking about, it just means that once you take that tech, there's nothing else after it. So the only reason to take that tech would be specifically for the things within it. Otherwise, you can completely ignore it because it does not lead to anything else. The fact that we get riding right away. Wait, do we not get riding right away? Or do we just get riding boosted? I thought we got riding itself. Maybe I misunderstood. Where is it? Oh, it was just the Eureka. Okay, my bad. For some reason, I thought we got the technology. It makes sense that we don't, but I just, for some reason, my brain was not thinking that through. So, no, we got the boost. Okay. So we can come down here and pick up an early campus, which, I mean, with the mixed up tech tree, we're going to want a good amount of science just so we can see what in the world is going on. There are actually only 3 beginning techs, so that's not normal, is it? I think there's at least 4 normally, isn't there? I could be misremembering without actually seeing it in front of me. I don't remember what it looks like. Obviously, we're going to want irrigation pretty quickly for 2 of these things, mining as well, and sailing. Sailing is a big one for us. We don't know where irrigation is. There's mining and sailing. So that's 2 of the 3. So we're going to start with mining. That definitely gives us 2 of the things that we need. A scout is not as critical on a water map like this. Sorry about my microphone. Yeah, I just don't know that we need a scout quite as urgently. I think we're just going to ride into a builder first. I don't normally do that. We have already discovered the first continent, obviously. I don't think we can see another one yet, do we? No, of course not. All right, we'll see what happens. I'm assuming you're working the food. You are. I don't need to move you around. Elephants as well. Okay. Yeah, we've got a lot of good luxuries right away. All right, early barbarian camp. This is actually starting to grow a little bit more than I thought it would be. I don't know how big I expect these islands to be, but I don't think they're going to be huge. Kumasi. Trade routes to any city-state provide +2 culture and +1 gold for every special district in the origin city. That's actually a pretty good one. I think we want to be friends with you as much as possible. Destroy the barbarian outpost within 5 tiles. Yes, we will definitely try to do that. Assuming you're going to help. We can't kill it, so we're going to have to wait a turn and hope that he doesn't kill it, but he probably will. Already got our second pop. Where are you working? You're working over there? Okay, I'm actually okay with that as well. Get a little bit early faith. Okay, cool. We can take the kill then. Get the credit, get the extra point. Nice. +3 her score right away. Yeah, and then an extra point with Kumasi. Very cool. So, depending on the size of this island, we're unlikely to have another civilization on the same island with us. It's not impossible, for sure. But I don't think it will be likely. They'll most likely be on an island nearby. Something like that. Okay, there's a goody hut. Builder will pop out right about the time that we need to go hook up either the mining or something. I guess the mining first. Really? Is that all I got was a heal? That's annoying. I guess I could have healed up first and then would have eliminated that from the list of possibilities. All right, mining's done. We got masonry here. I think we want to go right into sailing still, though. Get that started as soon as possible. I guess we'll just come over here. 1 turn on our builder.
At his best, man is...
And we'll go with the faith and gold, and we'll go with the barbarian thing for now. Don't have any recon units right now anyway. All right, civics tree. Early empire is now. Okay, I was like, I'm like following this line here. Yeah, we can get that right away. Interesting. I mean, I don't know if there's a specific bonus for that. Well, okay, normally you go early empire so you can get into your government stuff. We don't know where the government stuff is right now. I mean, setting up trade routes would be pretty important. I'm just going to start working on all of these until we get a boost for something. And then obviously that'll be kind of the direction we go. We definitely want to settle right away. That's going to be very important for our run here, is get as many cities down as possible. This quarry is really not that amazing. I mean, this one's already a better tile. Truth be told, this is already a better tile. But I guess setting up a quarry... And we've got to improve some tiles, right? Actually gives us a boost for masonry, so that's fine. Now, if we get a boost for something... We still get the boost, right? We just don't see what it is, maybe? Or if we get the boost, do we suddenly see where that is on the map or on the list? I actually don't know. I mean, we already knew where masonry was, so getting that boost is fine, but... All right, really nothing else for you to work on right this second. We will be doing the fishery here in a moment. Oof. Okay. Well, we're going to take out you real quick. But we got to deal with this mess down here. 140 for a slinger. We're going to get some barbarians spawning up. So we definitely need to get you back home, my friend. Because we need to protect ourselves. Probably settle northward first. That way we can kind of help protect our southern border with our military units. Two more turns. We'll go right into a slinger after this settler's done, I believe.
It is not that life ashore is distasteful to me, but life at sea is better.
Actually, we might buy the... Oh, we already got somebody. Is this city-state? Yeah, it's a city-state, right? So, a couple cultural city-states early on. We could buy the slinger now. Save us a little bit of... Oh, no, sorry, one more turn. One more turn. Alright, we already got the... Since we got riding boosted, we might as well push our way up to that. I mean, this was a leaf tech, so it doesn't give us anything else. It was an important tech for us. Sailing is a big... Well, normally it is. I guess it wasn't as important, but it would be nice to get our Byron mount. Normally it leads to, you know, the Cothons and stuff like that, but I guess in this case it doesn't actually do that, does it? Another city-state, Rapa Nui. Maui improvements. Well, if we want to get some culture. Our cities are actually growing pretty quickly here. All right, game. You all right? Think the game froze on me? All right, I'll be right back. I might have to crash the game and reload it. All right, we're back. Hopefully this next turn button does not freeze up on us again. Hey, it worked. Okay, we're going to swap off foreign trade. We'll pick up... I mean, it doesn't really matter here. Both of these give us governor titles. This one gives us settler boost, which probably is a little bit more important than state workforce. We'll go in that route first. Pantheons. We're not going to have tundra, desert, no. Rainforest, maybe. Holy sites next to rivers. Not going to be a lot of rivers tiles on an island set up like this. Don't care about the wonders that much. Divine Spark, not really. Marsh Oasis, no. Fishing boats. Probably. We'll come back to you. Pastures, probably not. Camps, probably not. Quarries, I mean, we got one. Not really any others that I'm seeing right away. Mines, we don't know. Strategic, we don't know. Oh, I guess mines over luxury. Never mind. We would see that. But I'm saying the strategic resources we don't know about yet. Plantations, I mean, there's going to be one there. And these are all plantations, right? So actually, there will be some plantations. So getting some culture that way would be pretty useful. I mean, getting a free builder is always nice. With city growth rates as well. I mean, more production towards districts in cities without a special district is always good as well. I think I'm going to go for the fishing boats, though. I think we're going to have quite a few fishing boats around. At least that's the idea. But I could see plantations being a really good one as well. I mean, to be fair, our first city has 3 plantations and only 1 fishing boat. But it's got another fishing boat there. It's got another one up there they can get to. Obviously, new cities will have fishing boats as well. Let's let it go along. I'm going to go fishing boats. It may be the lesser of the two, but I'm hoping it turns out to be a good one for us. So we'll go that route. So this will now give us production, faith, gold, and food. Not a bad little tile. I mean, yes, the Byrene would be nice. Do we need the Byrene right away, though? There's something to be said for sitting in the Dark Age, leapfrogging to the Golden Age later. So we might hold off on the Byrene to see where that puts us. And so before then, we'll go ahead and go Slinger. Really nothing for you to do right now, my friend. We will get you something here momentarily. So just come back to the over here and we'll get you in the city in a moment. Yeah, I definitely want to move you up northward. Honestly, I'm not against this spot. I'm in a couple good tiles right next to it. Could also see the argument for just settling on the dies themselves. No, I think this is fine. We'll move to there. Hopefully there's no barbarian units up that way. Guess we'll find out. A little bit of a gamble, but I think we're going to be mostly okay. Oh, hello. That's cool. Nice little wonder we get early on. Of course you have horsemen. Of course. Because why wouldn't you? I'm going to back up to the rainforest, get a little bit more defensiveness. Alright, we should be fine. Kamasi's got enough units running around that I don't think we're going to be running into barbarian units. Not really much for you to hook up. We don't have camps yet, do we? No, not yet. So the elephants is not as a no-go. So we'll use you in a moment. We'll get you used at some point. All right. I mean, usually right away, I go monument first, just get some culture rolling and get some border growth. Our first city always has its own kind of innate culture, and then the other cities need a little bit of help usually. Okay, we're in trouble because now they have got range units. I mean, we can definitely do some damage to this range unit. We'll do that, and we may have to run away after that. All right, so what now? I mean, we got plenty of pop. We're getting more pop. Kind of leaning towards another settler, although we might need to deal with this mess down here first. No, we're going to go greedy. We're going to go another settler right away. Okay, looks like Rapandui is helping out a bit. All right, let's bring these guys back into a one at a time type of thing. Funnel them through this a little bit. In fact, next turn we'll swap these two guys around probably. On the rainforest, the slinger should be okay for at least a tick. Well, maybe not. Not against a barbarian horseman. What we can do, though, is we can move you back to the city, get you healed up. If he advances one more turn, we'll be able to do a shot with a slinger, and that will work. I'm actually going to hit 6 pop here very soon, so we're going to switch over to State Workforce, and then we'll swap back here in a bit. You're really not going to advance. Okay, well, we'll take the advancement, I guess. A little scary, but I think we can survive one hit. I could be wrong. We'll find out. Or he just won't attack it at all. So that works too. We did get boost for archery. Does that reveal archery and bronze working? It does reveal them. Yeah, because we haven't gotten masonry yet, so we would not have known that this was here We haven't got any of these. So yeah, no, that does reveal them. Cool. Oh, and there's an extra wonder as well. So that makes sense. Alrighty. That's useful. So, Eureka's a good thing. I mean, they already were a good thing, but really good thing for this particular setup. Why, thank you for coming into my trap. Goodness gracious, they're just gonna fall right in, huh? I'll take it. I mean, they are barbarians. They're not supposed to be smart, are they? All right. I mean, archers obviously would be pretty good. Would potentially reveal this. Kind of hard to tell. Obviously, camps. We do have camps that we can set up. Let's start with the camps. We do have a couple camps that we can set up that we know, or at least one for sure, up here. In fact, we'll go ahead and move you up to that elephant to get ready for that. All right, next turn, I think we swap you two guys around. Let the warrior lead the charge here. Oracle's already been built. All right, so we got the boost for early empire. We'll knock that out. Getting us our first governor.
That brought down the Roman Empire. With air conditioning, their windows were shut.
I mean, we already got our Pantheon, so honestly, if we're just going to be pumping out lots of settlers, maybe that's probably a good idea. And we'll keep the barbarian one for now. I mean, I guess we'll work on craftsmanship. We're actually about to get that boosted here in a moment anyway. Pengala's usually a really good one. Just get some extra science and culture all the time. Liang, always really good. Reina, good for the once we start getting our harbors out. I mean, they're all pretty good. Magnus, obviously pretty good. I don't know that I'm going to be chopping a lot of stuff. There's not a lot of tiles to chop. I'm going to take Pengala first. Science and stuff, always good. Sea of Galilee.
I am fond of pigs. Dogs look up to us.
All right, let's get our elephants connected. Get us our third tile. Get craftsmanship boosted. Let's get the archer. It'll show us what's there. Plus, we're going to want it eventually anyway. I mean, Tamanaki. Is there not a place to put it? Or is this... Oh, no, this is the place to put it. Yeah, I was reading that wrong. Yeah, I mean, it's cool. Maybe not super big for us right now. Honestly, just keep doing settlers, maybe? Why not? They're cheaper now. I do want a city up here. Horses, I mean, I don't know how important horses will be for us, but there's a lot of good, sea tiles around. We're near a river. You hook up the dyes. We got wheat. I mean, it's going to be a decent city. I'm still not completely sure that well, I mean, now's a good time to move down this way, to be fair. Since we've already got our units down this way. Okay, let's do that. We'll go down this way. Our ancient era is about to end. All right, there's the barbarian encampment. Or one of them. Are we going to get out of this? Oof. Maybe. No, we need 11. I was gonna say we're probably gonna get one more point, but that'll just get us to 10. So yeah, we'll hold off on anything else. Hopefully get the Dark Age. Now's a good time to have a Dark Age, because there's not a lot that could be bad for us. I don't want to take this, so we're just going to chill. I don't know if settling here... Oh, it's going to be close to the Wonder. I bet that gives us a point there. Do we just sit here and chill for a few turns? That's 7 turns without it. I think we're going to sit and chill. Probably a huge mistake, but I kind of would like to get the Dark Age if at all possible. Honestly, I'm not even going to stop doing settlers. Oh no, this is the wrong city. This city does not need to do settlers right now. You can do actually a granary would be really good for you. I mean, I'll kill the unit, but I'm not going to take the city or take the tile yet. We'll let it spawn another unit maybe. Gotta keep it on you because I think that slinger's still running around, isn't it?
I shot an arrow into the air. Without craftsmanship, inspiration is a mere reed.
Don't think we're changing any policies right now. So irrigation, there's irrigation right there. What do we need for that? Astrology? All right, we'll do that because we do want to get irrigation set up. I mean, either one of these is probably unlikely to happen right away. We can control this one. We cannot control this one. But to be fair, we do still have something that we can research or look into. So I guess we'll start with that. All right, 4 turns. We've come this far. We might as well go a little bit further. I think he can still take it, actually. I can't tell, though. He's got 3 movement usually, right? So he should still be able to take that. Probably one of the guys that's probably worse for us because he can move around and settle in a lot of places similar to us. Okay, there's our Dark Age finally. Which we should be able to move here and then settle immediately. Why did that cost a movement? What? What? Am I missing something? I'm being dumb about something, I'm sure. Why did that cost us a movement? Or both movements, I should say. I'm really confused about what just happened. All right, we're going to start moving you up this way. And we're going to put a cut in there. When we come back, we'll see if our settler gets taken because of... I mean, I get zone of control, but moving towards him? That should not have triggered zone of control, should it? You guys can correct me about what in the world just happened, but it's whatever. It's fine. Even if he takes it, we'll be all right. Because the settler, in theory, this guy should be able to move over here and kill it and then take it back. So I do appreciate you guys watching, though. Please, again, since it's the first episode of a brand new series, please support it any way you can. It really helps out the channel a lot, and I hope you guys enjoy this playthrough. It's going to be kind of fun and random and crazy, but I do appreciate it. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.